That's what I was saying about John for real. I said John, you got a big bitch compared to what he was.
You seen him already right now?
Yeah, bro. Bro, you green, bro.
Only two things to get you.
First and foremost, I want to thank everyone, each and every one of you, for coming out today for this special announcement. With that, what if suddenly the forgotten ones were remembered? What if one day, those of us that feel invisible were one day seen? What if the hopeless found hope and the broken was fixed? What if Black lives really mattered and our suggestions for ourselves and that could save us were really heard and appreciated? What if 100 dirt bike boys registered to vote? Who would they vote for? What if the seniors taking care of their children's children were supported and provided the resources to help their babies thrive in a community where we watch each other die every day? What if everyone standing here today had an opportunity to be a part of Baltimore City's administration? What if someone who looks like us, who has been where we've been, who has solutions to our challenges and believes in us, ran for mayor? What if we really are greater together? What if Stokey became the 52nd mayor of Baltimore City in 2020? Now, with this historic announcement, I present to you CarlMichael Stokey Cannady.
One time, yeah. Yo, all I need is one mic. be one stage, one nigga in front, my face on the front page. Only if I had one loan, one girl and one crib, one God to show me how to do things. His son did pure, like a cup of virgin blood, mixed with 151. One sip will make a nigga in it. Writing names on my hollow lot, plotting shit. It's balance who I'm gonna body. This hood politics acknowledge it. Leave bodies chopped up in garbages. Seeds watch us, grow up and try to follow us. Police watch us, roll up and try knocking us. One knee opt up, could it be my time is up? But my luck, last person being off his Heineken. You're ashamed between us.
I want to thank each and every one of the ones I do know. I hear you. I want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Those that I do know, those that I don't know, for coming out here to support me and support my family. I've been in Baltimore my entire life, and for some reason, today just don't seem right. First time in my 49 years I've been scared, tired, and frustrated. It's not because of what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. It's because of the way my city is living. So I spoke to my family first. I prayed about it during the month of Ramadan. I asked God to give me some type of sign. And I've never been so happy in my life. I'm healthy. I wake up every single day knowing where I'm going to be the next day. I look into my kids' eyes. I see happiness. I see success. They're proud of me. That's the biggest reward I could ever get. So I want to thank my family first. You got it, brother. For always supporting me. Even during the years when I couldn't support y'all. But I'm here. I ain't never gonna leave y'all again. And I thank y'all for always having my back. So somebody said, when you tell the truth, you don't gotta write it down.
That's right.
They say when you lie, you gotta repeat it until it becomes the truth. So I was taught that if I tell my story, it's more easier than writing a poem or writing something down, trying to remember it. But this was too important for me to try to write everything, remember everything. So I wrote some things down that I want to share with you guys. And I first want to thank each and every one of you, not only for your presence, but for your continuous love and support. If I never told you before, please know that it means the world to me. I stand before you today. I'm certain that all my steps have been ordered, and for no other reason but my purpose and my future. In order to go forward, I must go back. Now, some might think this hard to process, and some people might start fact-checking me, which is fine. But as a kid growing up with no father, no self-esteem, a bully as a sister, the odds of me being a leader was slim to none. I was called every name in the book, from black as the street to Oreo cookie. And I will admit, the name Carla did leave a stain on me. The shame I felt caused me to grow up with some doubt. I mean, it was kind of hard. I wouldn't talk to girls. I became shy. I started to believe that I was black and ugly. And I started to run away from who I was. To top that off, I had to shield my mother's drug addiction. Even though the evidence of her scars was hard to see, was easy to see. Like all kids, I love my mother more than life. Miss Curlin, as I called her, could do no wrong. She was not only the strongest woman I met in my life, but she was the realest person I ever met in my life. She made sure I knew the difference between being a leader and a follower. She taught me how to improvise and think beyond the stars. As a matter of fact, her last words that prompted me to finish everything I start was never give up. She told me with her last breath, she said, baby, never give up. Never give up. I won't, Ma, I promise. So in a nutshell, my childhood was anything but normal. But no matter what, I never complained. I never prayed for another life. I just played the hand I was dealt. I knew one day I would rise above my dysfunctions. I just didn't know when. But one day I was finally able to beat my sister. More importantly, I was able to look in the mirror and smile. Because I knew that my black was beautiful and I was also handsome. The older I got, the more responsible I became. I was so responsible that I was blessed to have children. A lot of children. I was no longer that shy kid who would run from a challenge. I knew I had to be a man and take care of my responsibility as well as my children. All of them. As a matter of fact, they was the best investment I ever made in my life. As I pulled my way through life, I too became a hopeless thinker and an excuse maker. I started taking shortcuts and feeling entitled. So much so that I became selfish and inconsiderate to my family, my friends, and my community. Now, as I fast forward to today, I have evidence that praying and seeking atonement has brought me to where I stand. I'm familiar with religious metaphors and parables, some that defines our faith and beliefs. But there's one more clear to me There's one that's more clear to me that says what God has for you is for you. Which brings me to this question. So many people have asked, why me? Why you? And to be honest, I've been asking myself that question for the last month. I'm happy, I'm successful, and for the most part, I've been blessed enough to travel the world. So why choose this? Why now? The truth was, my heart knew that my rationale was a cop-out. They say God speaks to fools and kids. But on one particular day, God spoke to my 6-year-old son, Carson. I went to his school one day, and like all days, you go into school and you expect to see your kid doing homework or doing exercises, but the room was so dark, and Carson was sitting at the table, the look on his face like somebody snatched his candy. And he didn't expect me to come in his classroom, so I walked up on him and said, Carson, what happened? What's wrong? He said something, I can't remember what he said, but he said something in terms of why he got in trouble. And I said, man, you can't keep getting in trouble if you want to work for my company. He said, I know, Daddy, I'm going to do better. I said, and you can't move me to L.A. He said, L.A.? Mommy said, we can't move to L.A. What's wrong with Baltimore? And remember, he's 6 years old. I said, nothing ain't wrong with Baltimore. Baltimore just ain't the same. He said, no, Daddy, you can tell me the truth. You don't want to live in Baltimore because of the murders. He's 6. He's 6 years old. And when he said that, to avoid him seeing me cry, I turned my back and walked out the classroom. Now, if anybody know me from when I had snotty nose, they know I'm a crybaby. And it don't take much to see me cry because I got a good heart. And if it's real, it's real. So I got into the car, I called my sister. I'm crying, and she thinking something went wrong. She trying to figure out if the kid's okay, is I'm okay. And when I finally calmed down, I said, we got to get out of Baltimore, we got to leave. She said, what's wrong, what happened? And I said, well, Carson told me that Baltimore is not a safe place because of the murders, and I feel like we can afford to move while I stay here. And like a big sister, I'm with you, Black. I'm with you. Got on the freeway, I called my kid's mom and told her to make reservations to go to Atlanta, Charlotte. Anywhere they want to go, we get out of Baltimore. So that night, after I talked to my sister, I went home And I laid down in the bed and I was reflecting on the decision I was about to make. And out of nowhere, a YouTube video came on my phone saying, I'm the one. Now, sometimes you might make a plan and God might say something different. So, as I stand before you today, I made a decision to stay in Baltimore. But it wasn't because of my family. It was because of y'all. Because I felt like me leaving Baltimore to go to LA to further my career was selfish. It was selfish because I can always leave, but most of you can't. If I can stay back here in my individual or my official capacity to help solve the problem that I know I can solve to help everybody in this audience, then why not do it? And then that's my purpose. My purpose is to give back and help people that's less fortunate or in need. And I've been doing my best for 9 years to do just that. So I truly believe that we are greater together. I also believe that Baltimore can move forward if we stick together. I have seen mistakes of many, but my gut tells me that we are so much better than the past. Many have said that it's only one Baltimore, but I beg to differ. We can become one Baltimore when we first learn to love ourselves and each other. I want people on the other side of Pratt Street to feel safe, just like I want my brothers on Pennsylvania Avenue to wake up. I want the squeezy kids to know that I got a real job waiting for them. I'm not going to talk about them, I'm going to talk to them. I want the dirt bike boys to know that I'm going to help you stop running from the police and build a territory where you can ride bikes in peace. I want to give Federal Hill and Bolton Hill the same love and respect as I gave Reservoir Hill. I want Park Heights to feel safe on Monument Street, and I want those in South Baltimore to be welcome in Bowling Park. There has been rumors about transparency and inclusiveness when it comes to how Baltimore socializes. They want me to believe that we can't bridge the divide and become greater together. I'm not foolish. I know we have a lot of work to do, but it starts with all of us. We have to be honest with ourselves and ask ourselves, how far are we willing to go for the people and things we love? With relationships and trust and respect, Baltimore can and will be one of the best cities in America. Just think about this. We are great at everything, from our crabs to the best hospital in the world. This is why I had to start with all of you. I just believe that if we put our mind to it, we can do anything we want to do. There was a man who used to live in the White House. I think his name was President Barack Obama, who came from a white mother and a black father. And look how he turned out. So don't tell me that we can't be greater together. And not just because of him, but due in part to our history. Even when we think things are not possible, God always proves us wrong. But Baltimore, we have to wake up. And we have to wake up now. If you're concerned about the 1,650 murders over a 5-year span, which includes babies and senior citizens, then you don't have a cause. It hurts me to my core whenever life is taken, to see so many mothers lost and confused when they did everything right. To see my brothers or their friends wanting to seek revenge for a lost one. There's so many hurt people out here that's hurting people, and they are too desensitized to know why. The lack of resources that's allocated to certain communities must be even across the board. The education needs must stop declining, and the job opportunities must improve. This is why I say we are greater together. If we address the problems that affect the few of us, the rest of us won't have to worry about being victimized by crime or violence. I often say that two strangers have a better chance of getting married at a Ravens game before two future kings squash a beef. Some love the Ravens so much that they will travel to Miami on a self-paid vacation just to tailgate. They won't give a Little League football team a dime to keep the kids off the street. Baltimore, we can do better. We are responsible for people like the late, great Reggie Lewis, Sam Cassell, Kirk Lee, Will Barton, Carmelo Anthony, Terrence West, Tavon Austin, Michael Phelps, Charles Tapper, and a whole lot more. We have to start investing into our genes. Young, old, black, white. If we do that, we will realize just how much we have in common. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great because greatness is determined by your service. For me, serving is my calling. It's my purpose. I want to see my city win. I want to see my city healthy. And I want to see my city safe. I want to help the police department become fully prepared, staffed, and trained to deal with all walks of life. I want to support proactive strategies that result in safer, more productive Baltimore. I want to make sure we fund our school system to give them the best educational equipment so that our babies can learn and compete at a higher level. We must address the homelessness population and do our very best to get them back on their feet and into affordable housing. I'm willing to listen to those who gain success in our city and who is willing to help me help those in need when less fortunate. But let's be honest. Let's be real honest. I'm not a politician. But neither was Donald Trump. But unlike the latter, I have been called on by those in political positions on more than one occasion to help with major crises and negotiations. The fact of the matter is, I love Baltimore, I love its people more than I can explain. But to be brutally honest, my decision was simple. It was either leave Baltimore or lead Baltimore. I had decided to leave Baltimore. Stranger things have happened, strange things are happening. But I truly believe that I was made for this. So if you support me, I will do my best to move Baltimore forward. And last but not least, I know with your help and your dedication, your commitment, and your loyalty, that we can be greater together. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I look forward to your support. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be hard. I got faith, and what God got for me is for me. And if you guys choose me, I will do my best to always put you first. I think experience beats opinion. I think it's time we turn Baltimore around and give it back to the people and stop letting corruption and selfishness have a place in City Hall. That our kids see someone that they can relate to and trust and respect, they will change their lives around. I think we give these kids a platform and again stop talking about them and start talking to them and working with them. I think Baltimore will move in the right direction. And I'm not saying I'm the smartest person in the world. I just know that I know how to bring people together. If I'm allowed the opportunity to work for Baltimore, not only will I bring people together, but I think I can save lives and change lives. And I'm always going to be honest and true because I done made so many mistakes in the past, and there's nothing that White Lock Street didn't prepare me for that I can't do. This is a major sacrifice because, you know, I can take the criticism. They're going to talk about my past 20 years ago. Google me. They're going to talk about 98, 97. And so, you can Google me.
We don't care.
But more importantly, talk about the things that I love, which is Baltimore and the citizens of Baltimore and the things I've done. So again, I see a lot of my old homies out here, my aunt here, my kids here, all my friends, my cousin, I said my family. See, listen, she was one of the people that was calling me black as the street. No. But again, I just want to thank y'all for taking time out y'all Saturday afternoon, for coming to support me, for believing in me enough to know that I can do what so many people said I couldn't do. I've been an underdog my whole life. But I always bet on Baltimore. And I believe if Baltimore bet on me, not only we make history, we're turning Baltimore around like never before, because if we can do it, and if we can't do it, I don't know who can do it. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you all for coming out.